Wow, folks, this is interesting. You all know that I have been very much anti-Disney for quite some time now, and to hear this news, to finally hear that that Disney is getting hit hard due to a lot of different things, is fun to hear because they need to have this happen to them. They need to understand that their poor business decisions are going to lead to this sort of result. Welcome back to Orange Hat, folks. If you like my channel, want to support my channel, where I give Hollywood-related news, and Disney is part of Hollywood, so yeah. Feel free to subscribe, hit the bell button to stay notified of my channel's content. They are desubbing people, so make sure that you are still subbed on my channel, and make sure that your notifications are switched on to all videos. That way you can still catch the notifications on YouTube. Anyway, let's get to this story here. Leaked Disney Plus financial data reveals troubling statistics on revenues per subscriber. Now, folks, in this article, it is revealed that this may have been criminally linked. So, I waited, as well as other people waited, including that Park Place, because they give their thing right here. The following article uses data from respected news sources on the web. However, the data ultimately comes from an alleged breach of Disney security. That Park Place never condones illicit and unethical obtainment of corporate data and does not report on such findings until and unless other news sources make it readily available to the public. So this has been reported on by reputable news sources and such. So this is basically their legal covering their ass. But now let's get on to this. The Walt Disney Company has spent tremendous resources on building up the Disney Plus streaming platform into its flagship dissemination tool for nearly all its media. It has sacrificed the Disney Channel for it, though it still remains as a vestigial offering on American cable plans. It has destroyed the secondary market of Blu-ray and DVDs so that Disney Plus gets all the goods. To a large extent, it has damaged the box office, with customers often waiting until they can get it for free when it comes to the streaming platform. And yet, for all that effort, a new data dump reveals the return of investment, or ROI as I call it, for Disney is shockingly bad. Now, folks, yes, I do subscribe to Disney Plus. I do watch the older stuff from when I was a kid that I don't have on physical media. I do not watch the new stuff like The Acolyte and whatnot because I do not believe in giving them ratings. However, I did watch The Acolyte in order to review it. My friend Jack, he helped me do it. So, the leaked files include granular details on revenue generated by products such as Disney Plus and ESPN Plus, park prices, offers on what appears to be login credentials for some of the Disney cloud infrastructure, the report said, from Reuters, or whatever you want to call it. While some of the acquired data is provided in a no or ho-hum way by various news outlets, a further investigation into what is really being provided shows that Bob Iger's Disney Plus strategy may be a real albatross for the company. Sorry. According to the documents, Disney Plus generated more than $2.4 billion in revenue in the quarter, which ended in March, or 43% of generated by the company's direct-to-consumer business, which includes Hulu and ESPN Plus. First, it's not certain that ESPN Plus is actually included in this number. Disney has separated ESPN into a different category in recent earnings reports. If Disney Plus is generating 43% of all revenue for Disney streaming platforms, that might actually make this situation far worse. You'll understand why in a moment, more likely. However, is that ESPN Plus isn't actually included in this number, and Disney Plus is playing second fiddle financially to Hulu. A lot of people forget that Hulu is owned by Disney. To explain why these numbers are so bad, we need to examine how many Disney Plus subscribers are currently enjoying the service, as our good friends at Statista have that pegged at 153.8 million accounts. So for an entire quarter, 153.8 million accounts generated 2.4 billion in revenues. Let's do some more simple math. For that quarter, each account generated a total of $15.63 in revenue on average. $15.63 is not a lot. It's easy to determine that simply by dividing the amount or the total amount of revenue by the total amount of accounts. However, that's not the full story. For you see, a quarter is 3 months of time, and Disney Plus accounts pay mostly by the month. So how much did they generate in revenue per month instead of by quarter? The answer there is $5.21. So why is that a huge problem? Well, the lowest subscription plan in the United States to have Disney Plus in the household is going to cost $7.99. It goes up from there, and accounts paying $7.99 have to watch advertisements. Those ads should be adding to the Disney's revenues for the flagship streaming service. The revenue globally per account are on $5.21, far less than the cheapest accounts. This indicates that globally, Disney is taking in minuscule numbers in order to drag that revenue total down to such a degree. An alternate is that perhaps Disney is generating far less money than even the lowest subscription plan costs, because of many of those accounts are perhaps tied to promotions and third-party sharing. And vast Verizon customers and Charter subscribers are being counted into the Disney total sub amount when they're not paying for accounts. That's another way or the number could be brought down by this much. I'm not suggesting that's the case, but something is going on here. But it gets worse. Oh wait, there's more. Folks, Disney, or what this thing hasn't shown, is that Disney also has lost a lot of subscribers due to things like The Acolyte, that Modern Family show, or not Modern Family, but that black family that basically made all white people racist in the cartoon that they did. That was a remake of older cartoon that was not so much racist. But yeah, let's continue. The breach data is allegedly revenues, it isn't profits. While Disney may be scraping by with profitable quarters for streaming in their most recent earnings calls, if Disney Plus is generating $2.4 billion in revenues across the entire quarter, it's not obvious how Disney can increase the churn of new content without overspending dramatically. So yeah, they're basically overspending on their stuff, and it's not paying off. If I were Disney, I would take Snow White 2025, cancel it, and do it as a tax write-off. If they are able to do that, they should do that. Because, holy crap, nobody's going to watch that movie. That movie's on cue to lose a few $100 million when it comes out next year. Though that money may seem huge, one has to wonder how much the spend is on all of this content. The technical wizardry, such as they're barely making it into the black with almost no content flowing through the gates. Frankly, it doesn't seem sustainable. But that's something for investors to decide. So yeah, basically what they're saying is that all of their content that they're putting out isn't having enough return on investment, meaning they're hemorrhaging money. They don't have enough money to keep them in the red or in the black or whatever it is. So yeah, they're going to keep jacking up prices. People are going to just keep on leaving their thing. Disney is on a death spiral, folks. They're continuously jacking up prices, and people are eventually going to just stop paying. They're going to seek out other ways of catching the content. Nobody wants to watch that stuff anymore. There are people who still buy digital media for their movies and whatnot. I mean, I completely admit that on Fandango at home, when I buy a digital movie under Disney, yes, I know that Disney is going to get a cut of it. But I also make sure that I get it on sale so that they get a very little amount, if any. But anyway, folks, that is going to be the video. Disney is failing. And what this article gives is the numbers, but let's look at some of the reasons. Disney went to war with Florida on politics. People stopped going to Disney. Disney started pushing a lot of extremely woke content that was painting the majority of viewers who are white in a very bad light. People stopped watching and canceled their subscriptions. Money lost. Disney kept on pushing a bunch of their stupid nonsense and agenda-driven stuff in their movies. People stopped going to the movies, and therefore the movies didn't make enough money to break even, and kept on coming in at a loss. Disney screwed their own pooch and ended up killing it. Disney is continuing to fail, and not only that, Disney is about to go to court against Gina Carano, who is coming in guns a-blazing against them, forcing them to empty out their skeletons out of the closet due to them firing her for sexual discrimination and other reasons. I can cover that in other videos as more news comes in on that, folks. But that is going to be the video. You all know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that jazz. Let me know your thoughts. What do you think is leading to Disney's financial ruin? Do you think that they are going to be able to keep up this numbers game? Or do you think that they're finally going to go the way of the dodo in a few years because they can't keep it up? Let me know your thoughts, folks. This has been Orange Hat. Y'all have a wonderful day. And always remember to stay humble.